Hi everyone, I'm Claire.
And I'm John.
And today we're talking about straw hats in action. Straw hats. Does that give you a clue? Anyway,
Does it?
it's hard to guess from the title perhaps, but here's a medium-sized clue.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
these are our first not big clues.
Yeah, this is still, you'll still have to use your brain to guess.
Especially for people like us.
Yes. Anyway, here's number one.
Okay.
John, did you enjoy reading comic books as a kid?
No, I didn't read many comic books at all. In fact, I don't remember reading almost like anything at all for the comic series. Very rarely, and they were mostly like picture books when I was very young. But yeah, I didn't get into it, and I wonder why. Everyone else was all on that train, all aboard, chugging along, and I was sitting in the fields, chewing grass.
Well, I feel like you've got a better excuse than me. You know, you were probably a long way from a comic book shop, right?
That is true.
And this is pre-internet when we were young.
Correct.
So that's
think about that.
That's it. I was living in a big city. I don't know why. You know, they were there in the library. I could have easily picked up, a Batman, a Superman.
Yeah.
Even, we were getting Japanese anime when I was perhaps an older teenager. But yeah, it just didn't grab my attention. But I was 19, just legally adult, when I first read some graphic novels, V for Vendetta, Alan Moore's Watchmen, Dark Knight. So I was young-ish when I was introduced to the genre.
I see.
Yes. So you might have noticed there's a bit of a trend for making comic books into movies.
Yes.
The domination of Marvel and thousands of other things now. So which live-action remake is your favorite?
Well, at first I might have been like, maybe Dark Knight series, but I watched it recently. Doesn't hold up as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's. I think the tropes have been used in so many movies since that while you're watching it, you're like, it's kind of cheesy, even though at the time maybe it wasn't. So what you said, a movie that I've watched recently that holds up just fine, and is incredible, and keeps a very philosophical tone as well, is V for Vendetta. I didn't even think about that. I was like racking my brain. What would be my favorite? What would be good? And I was like, maybe nothing. I'm taking it.
Okay, V for Vendetta.
I remember that's a graphic novel now. I just didn't even think about it.
The movie and the graphic novel are super different, which annoys me a lot. But that doesn't mean the movie version isn't great. It is pretty great. Some great acting, some great action, but it's not the book.
Got it.
It's a different story.
Got it.
Sort of. Anyway, enough of my gripes with that. I think there are very few actually live-action remakes I've ever liked. Yeah.
It's few and far between.
I can think of the ones that are hilariously terrible.
Yep.
They're the ones that come to my mind. Although, having said that, oh wait, no, it's not live action, is it? I was going to say the recent Lion King, which is based on an animation, but it's still animation. It's not real lions, is it?
Live action.
It's just more realistic than before.
More realistic animation.
So maybe that's why I liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway. If you still can't guess what this article is about, it's about time to go and find out.
Yeah.
And I am 100% sure you will be familiar with this comic book and this live-action remake. See you in part 2.
Straw hats in action. Comic books and animations are often made into live-action versions with varying levels of success. One success story is the recent live-action adaptation of One Piece, a Japanese comic book series. The story centers around the quest for hidden treasure by a group called the Straw Hat Pirates. Fans were worried about how well some elements of the story would translate to the live-action medium, but the results were impressive and faithful to the original. A second season is coming soon.